Hello, hello, hello. We are entering Dracula Castle. I studied it for months, the history and the Vlad and the real Dracula, how real, if it's fake, blah, 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 etc. And I know everything about this castle, so we're gonna enter and see what exactly happened, how connected this castle is to the Dracula. And I will tell you later the legends and the real story, not the fake story. I would not do fake, so I will tell you everything and then you will know for sure. It looks good on the outside from what I know. Some of it is real, but I will check every room, every corridor to tell you everything in real. We are in the tunnels where people were escaping upstairs. Oof. This is the legend of the Lele. These are the females who, in white, they were floating, and people thought they were immortal, and people were seeing them. Okay. They were probably getting drunk. And that's it. But that's the legend. And now you can see this amazing room. Of course, it's for the pretend. The entire room, so it's dedicated to a legends of vampire hunting. Inside the wooden stokes, garlic, holy water, the Bible, and the other religious symbols that they try to kill the vampires. Obviously, it's from the movie, but it's interesting. You know, it looks real. I think you have to pay extra for this room and the torture room. But have a look, just like in the movie. And now you have the wolves, Solomari, the Salomonari, Varkroni. So these things were connected to the Transylvania. The wolves, Salomonari, and Varkroni. And they try to kill the evil spirits. Really nice fireplaces from 1600 and 1500. That's how they kept warm. It's cold in here. Oh, and the rooftops are really cool. And these were the corridors. Dracula Bran Castle. Like a simple dining room from 1500. Obviously, it's a remake, but that's how it looked like. It looks cool. So the real fireplace from 1500, the wardrobes from 1600s, the crown, And the bed's from 1600s. That's really cool. Another fireplace from 1700. Dining table. Obviously, some of it's replicas and the rules, but they made it really, really nice. The swords. Look at the weapons. Wow, these are so cool. And the army. The outfit. 14th century, 15th century. These are replicas. And these ones are replicas, but that's how they look like from the descriptions. These are the rooftop of the castle. The wall of torture. The room of torture. You have to pay extra to get in, but very interesting. Very good. I think it's replicas, obviously. This is interesting. This is interesting. How they tortured people with a rope. These are the originals. Oh God. Like burning. Look. These are the original. Oh God, very sexual.
Je peux pas bosser le dimanche. Il n'y avait pas de syndicat.
This is the famous wooden stick. That's how they did it. Look. Oh God. Another wall of torture. These are the originals. Oh my God, they are really evil. In Dracula times. Jesus. So what did they do? These are the original descriptions. They were putting this on the neck. Shit. Oh my God. The witch's chair. Oh, okay, they were putting witches on that. They had better, more, not better, Jesus, but more, not intuition, more imagination than us now. Jesus, they're putting that on people's faces. Freaking hell, these are the originals. The handcuffs like that, made of wood. Jesus. Oh, removing hands and fingers and oh God. Oh, and that one was that kind of prison. Obviously that's replica, but it looked like that. And hanging people, Spanish tickle torture, weird. There's more, so head and arms. This is weird. Torture machine. Oh, the mask. The mask. They're putting the mask on. Look at this mask. Weird, very Look, pig, like a pig. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God, this torture. How much...
BDSM
Oh,
accessories.
yes, sexual. It's actually sexual now. Jesus, Jesus. Look at that. Another chair. Interrogation seat. Interrogation seat. That is a chamber. Oh my God, they're working with the witches. The prayer's cross. Jesus. Virgin of Nuremberg. They were putting people in that. What is that? What is this? What is that? Close the door and you're dead? The troll. This is a real how the tortures were looking like back in the days where Dracula Vlad was in power. The family tree, the movie. Vlad tops 1430, 1477. And there is more. And basically that's how they take, well, the pictures. How he looked like. Evil. That's the exit stairs, very narrow, of the Bran Castle. I loved it. More and more and more and more and more and more. So, we just left the castle, the famous Bran Dracula Castle, and I can tell you real stories and effects. So, the first one, most important, there was no blood. There was no blood. Drinking blood, there was nowhere in history of the castle that Vlad was drinking blood. So nothing about the blood. The truth is the Vlad, the Dracula, yes, it's a true story. He was evil man. He was putting his enemies and people on the wooden stick, I don't know how to call it, but thousands and thousands of people. So the Vlad Dracula was an evil man, that was the truth. And he was also killing poor people and the sick people, literally burning them alive. But it was more so people could fear him. What else was the truth? He was here, yes, but it wasn't his residence. So he has been here several times, and it's made inside really nice. I really liked it. But the real story as well is that the castle, they chose this castle that will look like, and people could imagine it as real Gothic Transylvanian castle. And so it looks almost the same like in a film from 1992. But it's a little bit imaginary. There is some truth, nothing about the blood, but there is a few rooms with the real
torture equipment. Some of it is disgusting. I couldn't believe how people could imagine things. They had bigger imagination than we do have now. And you could, some of it looks like sexual toys that people use. So it's kind of funny now, but it wasn't at the time. But you will see on the movie. And what else? So maybe 20% it's true. Vlad was the evil man. They called him that. He was killing thousands and he was putting them on the stick. Yes, that's true. And he was putting them for public to see. So it was like a show, entertainment for people. And he also put the ambassadors' heads who were against him on that big wooden stick. So that's the truth. Drinking blood, the coffins, obviously not. So that's it. We left it, we liked it, and see you inside the movie.